It's Henry. He's black.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that
Henry,
is
we run on black people comment, man.
when you go on the road, and this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one.
We, my good sir, call that black people timing, bro.
Auburn will kick it
I'm
off
playing
to
this
get
fucking
things
college
started.
league game match I gotta play. Since what?
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So LSU's offense will get the
You walked in at the wrong time then, 'cause I got to play this game already
two
started.
rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blow.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. Man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm in a fucking
This
rain
crowd
game right now
going to
against
try to
fucking
make
Auburn.
life miserable for these guys. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Basic connection. Just
love to
outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And he takes this from inside the 5. So the Auburn Tigers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. LSU right back to the line.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears-like in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like Spears that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past, that put on that purple and gold, look good, big physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pulls it, fired complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense set for a first down play. Out of the gun to give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Pulls and fires complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown LSU! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Now the play fake. Slides away. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that is why this defense is so good. They get after the quarterback and get him on the ground. That's their 3rd on the day, and they're number 1 in the country in sacks, and they have been a problem for every offense they've faced.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing.
I'll be back on siege in like 5 minutes.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll try to get outside.
I'm having to play this college game, then I can get back on.
3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. LSU quick to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Off play action. Oh, they're after him. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. So here comes the Auburn offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Going to swing it on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Auburn!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Durham. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now, I tell you, Auburn is known for playmakers on defense, and one guy, he's looking deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, 1st down here. To the air on 1st down. Touchdown, Tigers. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. To the air, it's Nussmeier. The short hands, it's Anderson. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. And the Tigers will hustle to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it, 1st down and more. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. under fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Gonna look downfield again. Pulls it in. It's Durham. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Might be calling a hot route. To the air. It's Nussmeier. Got it in the middle. It's Watkins.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
They'll move the tight end. Give to the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. He'll keep it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this.
It's a running room. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Lets it fly. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Singleton. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Oh, a lot of space. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The give from the gun. Shakes off the defender. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Bringing the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm. Makes the catch on the left. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
and swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving.
He lofts one down the sideline. Snags it on the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! A clutch throw and catch from the quarterback and the receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
And I tell you what, you want to get pressure on the quarterback with these situations. You drop so many guys back deep, but as a defender, you're not trying to catch the ball. You're trying to spike that thing as hard as you can into the ground. The defense has to do a better job, but the offense makes the big play, gets the huge Hail Mary.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll start the third quarter with the run. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They punted away on 4th down. And the returner will be brought down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle, it's Durham. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quick catch on 3rd down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Right down the middle. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback may change this route. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Wide open spaces. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really rip.
Snags it inside the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he's stopped. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He's got an open man. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Quick release on the RPO. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Auburn sends out the punting unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. RPO complete to open the drive. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They'll give it to the back. Finding open areas. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Going with the ground game left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points, they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time it's complete. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Breaks the tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Quarterback now breaking the field. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. This crowd knows when to bring it. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, trying to make magic on the scramble. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Singleton. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Auburn lines up quickly. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the...
Fires one high and deep. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Takes it the other way. He's at the touchdown, Auburn. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though.
What's up with that CD, Jackson?
Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to
Man,
give
that
this
nigga suck
defense
anyways.
a little bit more confidence.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are Great catches of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the...
We don't need no Henry. Boy, that boy doo-doo.